It wasn't that long ago that I was helping buyers and sellers buy and sell condos in the real downtown core of Toronto for under $500,000. In fact, it was like 2015, 2016, and even into the beginning of 2017. My team actually just put up a condo for sale today, just under $400,000. It was a small unit, and I'll give you the info on that. But it got me thinking, like, what can you still buy in the city of Toronto under $500,000? So in today's video, we're going to go over three categories. We're going to go the sub $400,000 categories for condos. We're going to go $400,000 to $450,000. Then we're going to go $450,000 to $500,000. Now, the criteria for this specific video is current properties that are on the market right now. I'm filming this on July 19th, 2022. So obviously things could change. Also, these properties are not sold conditional, meaning they don't already have an accepted offer waiting on conditions. They're currently on the market and available. For this video, I'm just focusing on downtown Toronto, so CO1 and CO8. I am very happy to make a Midtown version, a West End version, an East End version, and a North Toronto version of this video in the future. Just give me a thumbs up if you think that's something you'd be interested in. A few housekeeping items just before we get started. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Tom Storey, running a real estate team here in the city of Toronto, and I make educational videos on YouTube. If you haven't already joined the community, make sure to subscribe when you're watching this video. Give me a big fat thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And if you like real estate content, we've also just launched a weekly podcast. It's called The Tom Storey Show. I know, super original name. There's already 7 episodes out, and you can go into the first link in the description and check out that podcast channel. And finally, when watching these videos, if you get any type of value, you just want more information about the Toronto market, you're thinking of selling or buying, you can book a call specifically with me in the description, a buyer call, a seller call, or a discovery call to chat about the market. And yes, I know what you're thinking. It's a new shirt. It was 32 degrees outside today. This is summer, Tom. Okay, so let's show you what you can buy under $400,000. Now, full disclaimer here, one of these properties is a property that our team currently has for sale, okay? So let's jump right into it. So what you're seeing on the screen here is basically an MLS search of under $400,000 properties. Now, when I first did this, only parking spots and lockers came up, but I was able to find 4 condos currently on the market under $400,000. So let's take a look at them. So the first one that we're looking at here is 225 Sackville Unit 602. So if we take a look at this, it's listed at $350,000. It's been on the market for 5 days. Its maintenance fee is $316, and it's probably likely under 400 square feet or just around 400 square feet. So you can see they did a nice job with the photos. Yeah, overall, I think they did a good job presenting this based on the space that they have. Obviously, it is a bachelor unit. If we keep going down here a little bit further, we have 1 King West. Now, this has been on the market for 28 days, and it's listed at $368,000. Now, one of the main reasons why the units at 1 King West stay on the market longer than other condominiums is because of the maintenance fees. So it's under 500 square feet, but the maintenance fees are $605. Those maintenance fees never go away, no matter how cheap that purchase price is. Also, these hotel condominium mixed buildings sometimes have issues getting financing. You have to go to credit unions. A lot of the big banks won't do them. And then if they're already smaller units, it makes it even more difficult to get financing. And then we've got 88 Blue Jays Way. So this is the Bisha condo. It is also a bachelor unit. Maintenance fees are $293. It does not have parking. Take a quick look at the photos here. So long kind of bowling alley style unit. It looks like it's currently rented out to a tenant just based on that they didn't do any staging or anything. So that is listed at $399,000. Now the fourth one on the list, this is a listing that my team put on the market, is 209 Fort York. Now, something unique with this building, now this unit is only 325 square feet. So it's a very small unit. There's no balcony, there's no parking, there's no locker. However, 209 Fort York allows Airbnb. So when we were thinking of how we're going to market this property, if you are buying this and it's your principal residence, based on the Toronto rules for Airbnb, you can rent it out 180 days of the year. And this building openly allows Airbnb. They even have Key Cafe and a whole setup in the concierge to welcome your guests, which makes it a lot easier. So that was our first criteria, under $400,000. Obviously, we're dealing with bachelor units that are pretty much 400 square feet or even slightly smaller. Now let's move to the next category, $400,000 to $450,000, and let's see what exists. Now, in this price point, what I've noticed is basically, the first one here, it's listed at $425,000, only been on the market for a day. But again, the maintenance fees are $674. So if you really break that down, you could buy a unit over $500,000, even $550,000 sale price with half the maintenance fees of that would actually on a monthly basis be a cheaper carrying cost, right? When you break down the difference in purchase price to what you pay on the mortgage, because those maintenance fees never go anywhere. This does have parking. It's exclusive parking, so it's not owned, but you do have access to it, which is very rare for units under $500,000. If we keep going here, we got another unit at 1 King West. So this is going to be the same thing as I talked about in the other example. Was it's listed at $429, but the maintenance fees are $718 per month. That's why a lot of the units in this building do sit on the market longer than your typical condo. Then we got 600 Fleet. This is actually a building we've done a lot of business in over the years. It's a bachelor unit. It's got one washroom. Well, obviously it's got one washroom. It is 271 square feet. Disclaimer, every property in this video has a bathroom, okay? It does not have a parking spot. Let's take a quick look at the photos here. So pretty standard, unrenovated. You see they did some virtual staging there with the pictures, so that's not real furniture. Bachelor unit in a building that's located very well. And to be fair, that area now with the Farm Boy, the LCBO, you got Kettleman's Bagels. They've really come a long way in terms of what's available down there. It used to be pretty quiet. Now there's a whole lot going on. Just before we get to the final list here, which I'm going to show you between $450,000 and $500,000, it got me kind of thinking, like I bought my first condo, which was 640 square feet in the King West area of downtown Toronto, and I paid $360,000 for it. And that's when I think I got a variable rate at like 2% at the time. Like rates were really low then also before they went up in 2017. So it is a bit mind blowing looking at these numbers, but I guess they've kind of trended like the rest of the property market. And with rental prices now skyrocketing in the city of Toronto, although these sale price numbers and what you get for your money for like it is $500,000, right? Like kind of crazy when you really break down $500,000 gets you this. It's not as much as it used to be, but I guess that's just where we are in the current property market. Okay, so this final list, my criteria was that it had to have a real bedroom. So it couldn't be a bachelor unit. There was lots of properties between $450,000 and $500,000. I think over 30 that showed up in my search, but some of them had super high maintenance fees and most of them were bachelor units still. So for this final list, I'm only showing you units that actually have a legal bedroom suite. So let's jump to that. The first one is 313 Richmond Street East. This is a building that we have sold in over the years. Now, this is an older building on Richmond, but it was initially built by Tridel. Good quality. And for an older building, the maintenance fees only being $325. That's actually really good. And this has a parking spot. Like where else are you going to get a bedroom, decent maintenance fees, and a parking spot for sub $500,000? Now, the pictures here, this is the floor plan. So living area, and I guess they're calling this the home office, the bedroom. So that's a little bit sneaky. So maybe it's not a true one bedroom, but not a terrible floor plan. This is the building right here. It's 313 and 323. Looks like for whatever reason, they didn't put pictures of the inside of the property. Again, maybe because it's tenanted out and they weren't allowed to take photos, but that is currently on the market. Our next up is 68 Abel. Now this is over 500 square feet. It also has parking. Your maintenance fees are $472. It's a 1+ den. Now when I pulled these ones up to show you in this video, I didn't do broker view because that shows me like the client's names and we can't share that information. But it also doesn't show me currently with these ones if they have offer dates or not. So some of these prices could potentially just be listing prices and not the real price. So, keep that in mind as well. But this is your typical interior bedroom, sliding door floor plan in a lot of the newer buildings. And finally on the list is 126 Simcoe, listed at $499. It does not have parking. Your maintenance fees are $413. Let's take a quick look at these photos. I actually like this building. Oh, they've done a nice job. So again, interior bedroom style. These floor plans are pretty similar in a lot of different condos in downtown Toronto. And that is it for the under $500,000 category. So is that kind of what you expected? I guess if you're looking at listings a lot, you maybe had an idea already, but it is kind of wild to think $500,000 doesn't get you much these days. And truly, there really isn't a whole lot available in that price point. If you like this video and you want me to do more videos specifically on the Toronto market and at different price points and what it can buy you, just let me know in the comments. Let me know the area, the price point you're looking at, and I can do specific videos for basically whatever you're looking at. Thank you so much for watching this video. My name is Tom Storey. Don't forget to subscribe and remember that home is where your story begins.